Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today's video is a Glam rose candle centerpiece. The hardest part of this was waiting for Mod Podge to dry. And it can be customized in any color you want. It would not only make a beautiful centerpiece for any tablescape, but it would be wonderful for weddings and for showers and any celebration that you need. Just make it your own by changing the colors. So if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. I honestly don't know if this is going to work, but I have an idea, and you know me when I get ideas. So, you can see how big this is. And I have it on a Lazy Susan, so I can turn it without getting fingerprints on it because it's already been washed with soap and water. I have a rose from the Dollar Tree. And this is that two-tone one that's white and pink. And I have an idea for that. I have a small candle. And to be honest with you, I think I got this at Walmart. Can't be 100% sure. I have 3 different colors of glitter. I have the Crystal Diamond, which is an ultra fine holographic white. I have Cameo Pink, and this is like a baby pink. And this is also ultra fine. And I have Cherry Blossom, and this is a bright pink. And the thing that I liked was that goes so well with that shade of pink. And this one goes so well with that shade of pink in the rose. I have a small cup to mix the glitters and a craft stick, hot glue gun, paintbrushes, and of course my trusty Mod Podge. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play with this rose, and I really hope this works because I've had this idea in my head for, oh my goodness, months. And my mother loved pink. So always around Mother's Day, I do something in pink for her. So what I want to do is I'm going to hot glue these center leaves to each other, and I want to make enough space for the candle to fit inside. And if this works out the way I think it will, we'll be good to go. So I'm just going to get out the hot glue gun and get busy gluing these to separate. I cannot believe it. I am so excited. I got everything glued outwards. That will fit right in the center. And I'm going to snip this off about maybe 2 inches, if even that much. And I think I'm going to use sand in here. And I'll just put that in there, and that way I can reach the candle and light it and be able to reach it with no problem. To be honest with you, I really wish that I had white sand or pink sand. I don't. But this is so pale that I think it'll be fine. This is Dollar Tree. Okay. I'm going to paint this pink. I wasn't going to, but I think I am. I'm going to paint it so that it doesn't stand out so much. So it blends in with the rose just a little bit. And once I get that painted, I might even glitter it. You know me. I decided to use Folk Art Baby Pink. This was the closest I could find to that light shade of pink there. So I've got the little candle painted. And once this dries, I am going to do the Mod Podge and the glitter. Just because I can't help myself. In the meantime, I'm going to mix up some glitters. And I'm going to start off with the white. And the light pink. And then I'm going to put some of the cherry blossom in. And get this all mixed up. Oh, that's a pretty color. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if you can see that. It's richer than the cameo pink and paler than the cherry blossom. And boy, does it go nice with that rose. Woo! Okay, I'm a happy girl. Alright, I'm going to be using this to do this candle, and it's almost dry. I mean, acrylic paint really doesn't take that long to dry. And once I get that painted, I'm going to start playing with the candle. Okay, it's nice and dry, and I'm starting to put the Mod Podge on, and I'm going to load this on. Not overly thick, but enough where it's not going to dry out until I get the glitter on it. And I'm going to be putting the lightest shade of pink glitter on there, just to go with the lightest shade of pink in the rose. And of course I've got my little piece of folded paper to catch my glitter. And if this turns out anywhere near as nicely as I hope it will, I'm sure I'll be able to feel my mama smiling down from heaven. Okay, I got the sides all done, and I think you saw me hold it by the light and the base where the battery opening is. And that way I didn't get my fingers in the Mod Podge or in all the glitter. And I'm going to leave this alone because I don't want it to smear. And once I think the Mod Podge has dried, then I'll remove this from the paper and put the glitter back in the container. While the candle's drying, I'm just going to tip this rose with a little bit of the Mod Podge. And like I said, I'm going to tip it. I'm not going to put it all over the place. even though that would probably make me incredibly happy. Gosh, I honestly don't know anybody that loves glitter the way I do. But I'm just tipping it right where the pink is already a little more intense on the rose. And I'm going to use the mixture that I just put together. And I'm going to let this dry before I brush off any excess. There, I can see it's a little too thick here. And that'll like almost never dry. Okay, basically I'm just going to let everything dry right now until I move on to the next step. But so far this is coming out better than I thought it was going to. And I'm a very happy little camper. Okay, the pink is all dry and I shook off all the excess. And now I'm sealing the glitter in with another coat of the Mod Podge. And that way I don't have to worry about when I lift it to light it, I won't be covered in glitter by the time I'm done. Not that I mind, but my poor hubby really does. So I'm going to get this completely covered and then just set it aside. Okay, I cut the stem on this really short so that when it goes in here, it's only about halfway up. And I'm going to be putting sand in here, but to hide the sand, I'm going to put Mod Podge and then sprinkle my little glitter mixture. And I'm going to paint the Mod Podge about from here down. And then of course I'll be taking it outside tomorrow and giving it a good coat of triple thick clear glaze. But tonight I'm just going to be working on getting the glitter on there. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge. And you can see I've got the folded paper on there to catch my glitter. And let me get a paintbrush and get started. Okay, I'm going to leave that rose in there just until I get the initial height of the Mod Podge. And I'm going to go kind of give it a little up and down. It's not going to be completely straight. And once I get the Mod Podge on there, I'll just be putting the glitter on. Okay, I don't know if you can see the way I did this, but I have some going up a little higher than others. And what this is going to do is actually give it a little movement. And I know that doesn't make any sense unless you've done floral design, but you don't want it straight across because it's like taking the life out of it. So anyway, I'm going to take the little rose out because I'm going to be turning this upside down and sprinkling the glitter on it. Needless to say, I'm trying to keep the fingerprints off of it. By doing this, it makes it a little bit easier. And I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be adding onto the stem and the base. Okay, the glitter is not completely dry, but it's dry enough where I'm not worried about it all shaking off and sliding off the glass. So what I'm going to do is just come in here and do the stem. And I'm going to do the base of the goblet also. And I'm just going to repeat that where I'm going to put the glitter on it. And if I think it needs more up here, I'll add it after everything's dry. Okay, I'm not going to dust this off yet until it starts to dry and really adheres. But this thing is almost done, and I'm really impressed with it, to be honest with you. I'm not a pink person, but there's, I don't know if it's the shade or what, but I really like this. Okay, it's totally glittered, and all I have to do is wait for it to completely dry. And I don't know if you can tell on the bottom where it's a little thicker in places, and you can actually see that it's still white. So when that's completely dry, I'm going to give it a nice coat of Krylon clear, triple thick clear spray paint, and put the little bit of sand in there and the rose and light the candle, and we'll see how this looks. I have a feeling that I pretty much know it's going to look exactly the way I envision it. Okay, I spray painted this with this Krylon clear glaze triple thick, and that way the you can see that glitter is not going to come off. It's not going anywhere. Okay, it's time to put this together, and hopefully it'll work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, I've got a funnel so I can keep the sand from going everywhere. Hopefully that'll be enough. You know, it's funny, as I was thinking, it not only makes a really nice centerpiece for somebody that's very feminine, but it would really look nice for a wedding centerpiece. And guess you can see how easy it is to take that out and put it back in, and of course the switch is on the bottom. Yeah, let's turn out the lights and see how it looks. Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah, that definitely turned out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, I think this turned out exactly how I envisioned it, and this would really make good centerpieces for weddings and parties, showers, as well as Mother's Day centerpiece. Easy enough to do. Seriously, the hardest part was waiting for the Mod Podge to dry. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.